This is your fantasy gymnastics update after week 9 of the 2025 college gymnastics season. We're recording this on March 3rd, and we're here to tell you who's a steal, who's on a bye, who's injured, who's making all the lineups. This is GymCastic, the #1 gymnastics podcast in the galaxy. I'm Spencer. I'm with Jessica. We're doing our college fantasy gymnastics update. Most importantly, if you forgot to update your lineups after the salary reset, you still have to do that because all of the salaries were reset. So your lineups got reset because the prices wouldn't match anymore. So you have to redraft if you have not done that yet. So, you may
or
have
if
had
you drafted
like
everyone.
Jessica and had a 0.
I drafted and it was so good, but I was like 1 minute. I thought I had finished, but it was 1. This is why you should do things early. I'm just saying, but don't give up, you guys. Don't be like me and be like, just let it all go, because other people are going to give up, but you should do your draft because then you can beat the people that are just going to give up and get 0. So that's what I'm saying.
And if you're me and you were putting Jade Carey and Caitlin Jong and Aaliyah Finnegan's floor in all your lineups last week, do give up because I feel like giving up. And that's my lesson in life. Okay, let's talk about roster bargains after week 9. This is how you get a 9-9 or above on your roster. These are athletes who are outperforming their price and do not cost the maximum 6,250 gym rubles and are still getting 9-9s. So let's start with Vault. Jessica, take us away.
Ryan Mayhew, who had bears braided into the back of her head, is only 4,000. I was about to say 100. 4,000 gym rubles. Sophomore from Cal, mentioned her floor before. On Vault, she has scored a high of 9,975 in her freshman season. This season, she has broken 9-9 twice, which includes a 9,925 2 weeks ago. She's affordable because she also sat down 2 vaults this season, but now she has hair braid power. So you might want to take a risk.
Ella Zerbis at Utah is also on 4,000 gym rubles. And also, as we learned this week from our resident bartender, Linzers, be sure to tell your husband that this is fake money that you're spending on these athletes. Ella Zerbis is 4,000 gym rubles of fake money. We mentioned her a couple of weeks ago as a steal on bars, but Vault is the one event she's done every meet this season where she broke 9-9 for the first time by going 9-9-2-5 against Denver. Her low is a 9-7-5, but 9-9-2-5 is a career high, matching her best from last season. However, she did it twice as a freshman.
Bella Mabanta of Denver, you've heard us talk about her. 4 years, only 4,000 gym rubles, grad student studying supply chain management, you guys. So who's going to make sure that we can still get the things in the stores and your medication gets to your pharmacy? Bella Mabanta, another reason to have her on your team. Bella has competed on Vault all but 1 meet this season. She's broken 9-9 twice in 2025, most recently this past weekend with a 9-9-2-5, which is a new career high. Her sister Ava is also on the team. She's a junior.
Skylar Killough-Wilhelm at Kentucky at 4,000. So we've talked about her on bars. She's a great all-arounder. She's a transfer from Washington. She's in her 5th year, studying pre-nursing for those keeping track of degrees or doing teams based on people's majors, which is another solid idea for a team strategy if you can't be bothered with looking up those scores. She competed vault on all but the opening weekend of the season, has broken 9-9 twice this year with a high of 9-9-2-5 against Oklahoma, whereas in her 4 years with Washington, she only broke 9-9 twice on vault. That's the power of an upgrade. Her current NQS is at 9.845. Caitlin Garcia at Oregon State is another one from Team Upgrade. So she competes vault and floor for Oregon State. We've already talked about her floor. On vault, her season has been 2 halves. In her first 5 meets, she didn't break 9-8 once. In her last 4 meets, she hasn't gotten below 9-8-5. She's broken 9-9 twice, both going 9-9-2-5. That moment where you figure out that your upgrade to the Yurchenko 1.5, and then you stick it, and it's just like the look of shock, and it's genuine because you're like, oh my God, I landed the vault. I'm not even trying to gaslight the judges. I'm just so happy. Moving on to bars. Jordan Leiden at Minnesota is at 5,000 gym rubles, has competed bars and beam every meet this season, had a high of 9.975 last season as a freshman, has gone 9.9 plus 3 times this season, all in her her last 4 meets. On the season, she hasn't posted anything below a 9.85. So she's one of those where if you just need some safety, because maybe you have some zeros and you just want a safe hit and a reliable good score, Jordan Leiden is one of those go-to selections with an NQS of 9.885. We also have Nikki Smith of Michigan State at 5,000 gym rubles, an all-arounder, has 10s in her career on vault and floor. And honestly, if you were trying to decide who the best Michigan State gymnast of all time ever is, I kind of might go with Nikki Smith. And that's why you don't have to sleep on her bars either. She's gone 9+, 3 times this season, twice in the last 4 weeks, and does have a career high of 9.975 on bars. So that's right there in that 10 conversation as well.
Chloe LaCourcier, Alabama, one of my other favorite Alabamas. 4,000 gym rubles. She's competed once in all around this season, mostly focused on bars and beam, has gone 9 on or better 3 times this season on bars, and all 3 times has come in the last 4 weeks, where she posted a season high of 9.95 this past weekend against Arkansas, which helped them get to and put themselves up in the basement trying to get to the SEC championships and not be left out. That bests her previous career high of 9.925 in her freshman season. Moving on to Maya Hooten, Minnesota, who was getting all the 10s, only 4,000 gym rubles. So because we talked about Maya Hooten's vault and floor, we sometimes forget that she's also good on bars, you guys. Another gymnast who's gone 9.9+ in 3 of her last 4 meets. 2 weeks ago, she scored a season high of 9.95, which also ties a career high.
Okay, so I'm giving away my steal and my best lineup strategy because Ui Soma of Stanford on bars is at just 1,000. This is our steal of the week. Our pricing update happened before she had enough scores for an NQS, so her previous salary rolled over. Now she has an NQS, and it's at 9.885. She's gone 6 times this season and has gone 9.9+ on bars in half and scored 9.95 on bars 2 weeks ago against Clemson. And you will remember, almost made the Japan Olympic team that one time.
I do remember. Theme. Okay. Sophia Groth, Auburn, 4,000 gym rubles, competes on bars, beam, and floor, has tons of experience. Every time she's on the TV, they're like, she is a good human being. Here are all our videos to prove it of her young children. So there's another reason to have her on your team. As she had a high of 9.85 in her first 4 meets this season, has now gone 9 on or better for 3 of her last 4 meets with a season high of 9.95 on Valentine's Day. She's also engaged. Beam, a love story. That's what you need to remember about her. Heading into the season, the senior has gone 9.95 8 times, including at regionals.
Gianna Khalifi at Michigan State is at 4,000 gym rubles, has been on beam in every meet and has broken 9.9 once this season. Did that 2 weeks ago with a 9.95 against Rutgers. You know those gymnasts who have scores that are kind of all over the place, but NQS helps them because you get to drop the bad ones. Well, Gianna has an NQS of 9.865, which is just where about all of her scores have fallen. So put her in your lineup accordingly. Haley Bryant of LSU is at 4,000 gym rubles on beam. So that is what you need to know because it hasn't and the reason she's at 4,000 gym rubles is that it hasn't always been smooth. When she came back, she kind of had a couple shaky beams and there have been some uncharacteristic wobbles. She's only broken 9.9 twice this season, but she has a 9.95, a 9.925 this past weekend. So it's like, if you're putting someone in your lineup who you're kind of projecting to nail it in the meets that really count as we get toward the end of the season, you know, it's Haley Bryant, who has now competed in the all-around for the first time this season, the last couple of meets. We also have Sierra Ballard at LSU, who's on 4,000, if you want to do a whole LSU thing. So leads off the lineup, typically doesn't get like the biggest scores in the lineup, but then sometimes it's an LSU meet, and she does. She's posted 1.99+ this season, and that was a 9.95 against Oklahoma. But pretty much you're going to get that solid 9.85 in your lineup if you have Sierra Ballard in there, which is what she typically gets in that leadoff position.
Brooklyn Rowway, Minnesota, only 3,000 gym rubles. It's a big week on this week's list for Minnesota. Beam specialist is Brooklyn. She competed beam every meet this season, competed on floor just once in the opening weekend. She's gone 9.9 plus twice this season on beam with a season high of 9.95. She posted a career high of 9.975 last season as a sophomore.
And if your team theme is like people who can leap and it looks nice, she should be at the top of your list. Moving on to floor, we have Tori Vetter at Ohio State, who's at 5,000 gym rubles. We mentioned Tori at the beginning of the season on vault. She's a person that you really need to put in your lineup if you're another one who, if you're afraid of getting a zero. She's competed on every event in every meet this season. And we knew she was going to be great. She won the all-around back at the Nastia Cup in 2018, and that's carrying through to an Oregon State or an Ohio State team. Excuse me. Oh my God, I said Oregon State. I'm jail. It's immediate jail.
I am deeply embarrassed for you.
You should be. You should be deeply embarrassed. So
Mm.
she's been carrying the team this year, is what I want to say. She's got 9.9 on floor 4 times this season, twice in the last 4 weeks. Heading into the year, she had a career high of 9.925, which she's done 6 times. But then this season, she finally broke through and got that 9.95. Ella Cesario of Cal is at 5,000 gym rubles, has competed the all-around every meet this season. On floor, she's broken 9.9 3 times and has done it all within the last 4 meets. She had one meet where her combination pass was kind of whoop, and ever since that has happened, she's like, nope, never again. She has a season high of 9.95 now, which also matches her career high.
Anna Lee of West Virginia, only 4,000 gym rubles. West Virginia, of course, our favorite coal mining plumbers. Toilet bowl plumbers for coal mines are with their stick hats of the plunger hats. I'm obsessed with them. They're just so weird. I can't put it all into one sentence. So love this team. Anna is one of the gyms we added to our game per your request last week. Anna is a senior. She's competed on floor every meet this season, has gone 9.9 plus in 4 meets. 3 of those have been in the last 5 weeks. She's had a season high of 9.95 from week 2, which is a new career high for her. She's on a roll, and it's probably from the plunger stick hat.
Maddie Jones at Arkansas is at 4,000 gym rubles. And if you want a chef's kiss of form in your lineup, select Maddie Jones. Has competed every meet on bars and floor so far this year, has broken 9.9 twice with a 9.95 this past weekend. Career high is 9.975. The Arkansas special, Arkansas as a team has never had a 10 in their history, but they have all kinds of 9.975s. She did that last season, and her current NQS is at 9.865.
Sophia Esposito from Oregon State, 4,000 gym rubles. The sophomore didn't compete on floor in the opening weekend, but has been on floor every weekend since, has gone 9.9 plus twice, and has not posted anything lower than a 9.8 this season. Her 9.95 last month tied a career high from last season.
So, big alert. In addition to drafting your lineup, if you didn't after the salary update, week 10 lineups lock Wednesday, March 5th at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time, because we've got a Wednesday meet on the schedule this week. So get it in, get it done as early as possible. As always, the winner will receive a full commission episode, and we'll reward weekly winners, and all players will be able to unlock achievements and fill their digital trophy cases throughout the season. If you did update your lineup after the salary change, it will carry over from week 9 to week 10, so you don't have to update it, but probably should, because, we learned a lot this past weekend. And as always, be sure to click the finish button on time and not like Jessica.
Don't remind me.
League news. Our week 8 winner was Team TBD. The current week 9 leader is Panda with a 198.125. So it is possible to break 198 with the current strategy, the current salaries. Price of a 10. Selena Harris was the only 10 this week with her vault. And Selena is at the 6,250 maximum price range for vault. So, it's expensive to get a 10. Quick league stats. First of all, big drop in the numbers of the most rostered. 3 of the top 5 most rostered also didn't compete this week, which didn't go great. But Audrey Davis on bars, obviously, is still our most rostered routine, but is down from 53.9% to 26.5%. Brooklyn Moore's on floor moves up to number 2 at 24.3%. Aaliyah Finnegan shoots up to number 3 on floor with 22.7%. So we all had a 0 because she didn't compete floor this week. So hopefully that will be rectified in the next week. Jay. Kiko Jong also did not compete, was back into the top 5 with her vault at 20.3%. And then Jade Carey, who also did not compete on beam, rounded out our top 5 at 20%. So we're all in good company with our zeros from last week.
That's why you should follow Jade Carey on the Blue Sky instead of the other socials, because she told you she wasn't going to compete. Buys and injuries, looking ahead. So we have Sloan Blakely from Florida confirmed out for the season. Caitlin Jong at Auburn is in a boot, but boots, they can be used just for when you're not doing gymnastics, or they could be an injury. We don't know. Returning Anya Pilgrim came back into the lineup for Florida. No buys coming up this week, but there are 2 meets in 1 week for some teams.
Yes, Maryland is competing Wednesday and Sunday. So note that Wednesday meet for Maryland counts for week 10, which is why the lineups are going to lock early. Alabama also has a 2-meet weekend, Friday and Sunday. So I would say put some Alabama gymnasts in your lineup, because as always, if a gymnast competes twice in a week, you get to take their better score. So you get double the opportunities to get a countable score with your Alabama gymnasts this week.
If you are enjoying our work here, we have a club where you can support independent journalism and independent comedy, which we also offer. And you get an extra podcast, which is a live Q&A every week, where we answer your letters when you write in. Plus, you get special coverage during big events like the Olympics, World Championships. You get a watch along from Spencer on Fridays during college season. And you get discounts on live show tickets that's coming up soon. We're going to have our season pass again. We're going to have 4 live shows again this year. And if you like this content, be sure to check out our regular show, GymCastic, which is out every Monday-ish of the week. So we will see you for Spencer's watch along on Friday at 4. And then this week for College and Cocktails, we are watching Michigan versus Oklahoma. So right after that meet, we will go to College and Cocktails. You're going to have a special guest this week joining Spencer, because I will be in Boston at the MIT Sloan Sports Analytics Conference. So if you're going to be there, please come and say hi. And so that is what's happening on Friday on Fart. Is hopefully I will not fart at the conference, but Friday, March 7th is when we're having College and Cocktails. And remember, your lineups lock at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday this week. So just do it on Tuesdays. That's Pacific time, by the way. Also, don't forget that you can download the full College and Cocktail schedule, so you never miss one. Our listener Brooke put this together, so you can add it to your Apple or your, what's the other one? Android. The little robot. So until then, spend your gym rubles wisely, and may the Beam Witch be with you. Thanks for listening.